Hello Internet, Gaz here, with a Maya tutorial. I've been asked a number of times about my Galaxy, that one, and so now I'm going to show you how I made it. Okay, so the first thing I did is I made some rings, and I'm only going to make 3 rings right now, because 3 is a nice easy number. When I did the actual project, I think I used 9, but 3 is a smaller number than 9, which makes it easier. Alright. So 3 rings, those are going to be control points for us. Just like little controls. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go up to Paint Effects, Get Brush, and we're going to look for Galactic, and the Galaxy brush. So now, within the bounds of the first ring, we're going to draw some galaxy. Yep, just paint on some galaxy like that. Alright, now we want to call that blue 1. Now, it's going to be blue stars. Then we're going to make more stars around here. And blue 2. And depending on how perfectionist you are, you could even count the number of strokes, or count the number of laps you go around in each ring, to create the effect of more density in the middle than in the outside. And then also, to create more density, well, first I'm just going to explain that I'm now going to make the next color, yellow. So yellow 1, and yellow 2. Now, what I was going to say is to create a bit, also an effect of density, is you can have certain colors only extend to certain rings. So yellow might only extend to ring 2. And then red, which is the other color, might only extend to ring 1. So we do actually have a higher density for stars in the middle than around the outside. Okay, so here we've got our 3 rings with stars all in and around them. Okay, computers on up Struggle Street. So now we're just going to take a quick look at that. Wow, computer's really struggling. Computer, don't die on me. Just going to give it basic resolution. Blah blah blah. Render. Well, that's pretty dim. Whoa, okay, I'm just gonna pause for a second. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, it's looking a little better, Okay, so we've got our 3 rings, and we've got all our brush strokes in them. Right, yeah, so... Oh, I didn't name that. The other thing we want is the gas. So, I closed the window. So we're going to get brush again, and we're going to galactic again, and we're going to gas blue. Space gas blue. Alright, and this you could just use one big stroke that covers the entire thing. Wow, this is a bad line. There you go, my awesome line drawing skills. Okay, now we want to use gas space blue. Nope. Yes. This one. Ah, nope, yeah. And then we want to make the brush bigger. Brush width. Wow. Yeah, so it like covers everything up. Okay. And then we can make it flatter, because that's fat. Now, if we render that, what's that going to look like? There we go. Basic idea, perhaps the gas is a bit too dense compared to the stars. You can fix that yourself, if you want. I'm just going to delete the gas, because I've now shown you how to do it. And so now, in all the Galaxy brush strokes, you can go in and you can play with some settings, do all sorts of stuff, but the main two things I want to show you is glow and so you'll come and you'll find it like this. So you want glow, and you want to turn that glow up, and then pick a color. It's blue, it's good. And then also tubes, behavior, turbulence, and set it to local force. Now what that does is like it changes the arrangement a little bit, but it just makes the stars orderly and like they actually do follow their line correctly when you rotate it. Yeah, it's just a weird thing that happens. Yeah, and if you want it to look nice and uniform and galaxy-like, then that's what I would advise you do. Alright, so now I'm just going to go through and do it for the other ones, and give them the color as well. So make sure that your colors are nice and pale, because stars are mostly white and stuff. And then it's probably a good idea to drag that glow up. Okay, cool. So that's the star arrangement. Okay. So now we want to take our circles and we want to bring them up just so we can grab onto them. And then what we're going to do is we're going to parent rings 1 to ring 1. Yellow 1 to ring 1. Red 1 to ring 1. Blue 2 to ring 2. Yellow 2 to ring 2. Blue 3 to ring 3. And if you had the gas still, but I deleted it, then you would parent that to ring 3. Now what you're going to do is, within the space of your timeline, pick a nice long amount of time. I went with 960. Add 1, and that's just so you can have an extra frame. So at frame 1, everyone's going to be keyframed. So I'm just going to create a keyframe. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So now, what I'm going to do is the middle ring is going to spin 3 times, because there are 3 rings. The second ring is going to spin 2 times, and the outside ring is going to spin once. So the middle is going to be spinning faster than the outside. Alright, so now we're going to go to the very end, the very end of the timeline, and then we're going to make it rotate. Which one's the correct direction? Okay, it's that one. So I'm going to increase that to 1080 because that's 3 full rotations, and then I'm going to save a keyframe. Now ring 2, I'm going to go to the end of the timeline, change that to 720 because that's 2 full rotations, and then save a keyframe. Then ring 3, I'm going to save to 360 because that's 1 rotation, save a keyframe. And now you can just reduce that last frame off it. And so in this timeline, you'll have a perfect loop of those 3 rotations. Yeah. You might want to make this a flat curve or a straight line. Yeah. Linear tangents, that's it. Right, you want linear tangents. Okay, so yeah, that's how the animation works to create the vortex effect. Now I'm going to jump over to the actual project file that I made. Not this one. Change second galaxy to save. Okay. Rightio. So, okay. So now, what I want to show you is that I have stars in a layer and the gas in a layer, and I actually rendered them separately. If we just go to my camera, then I'll just give you a sample render. There we go. There's frame 1 of the gas. And then here's frame 1 of the stars. Then I rendered them separately, and then my friend put them together in After Effects. He's going to show you how to do that now.